YouTube, welcome back. This is Stephanie, Luna Phoenix Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading. It's been quite some time since I've done this. I've been on somewhat of a hiatus and wanted to get back to it. So I'm wearing my cute little Bluetooth because I can't find my mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. A lot has happened. I'm going to primarily focus on twin flames and union. I don't feel like a lot of readers focus on that aspect because it's not as common as twin flames and separation. So I will touch on separation as well, but I feel like there needs to be a more clear message for those who are in union, because it's not, a lot of people may have a preconceived notion that you're going to go into union and it's just going to be this blissful thing because we've all done the work, right? No, you still have work to do. And now you have to put into work the things that you've learned, and you have to see how much progress and determination you truly have to do it together in union. So it's a whole new set of obstacles and challenges that you have to go through together and by yourself. But don't be mistaken, it is a beautiful union. It is it's home. It's that feeling that if you're on this journey, you understand what I'm saying when I say it's home. It's your person, it's everything. But don't go into it thinking that there's not going to be things that come up that you have to address within yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If this resonates, this may not resonate with everybody. It is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, take what does and leave what doesn't. Plenty of great twin flame readers out here. So what I'm going to start off with today is just I'm going to pull an energy card for the divine masculine and an energy card for the feminine, just for an overall energy of what's going on. There's been so much change, and change is constant. But the past few months there has been, these retrogrades, these eclipses, these solar storms. We have planets going direct. There's just so much that's been happening, and the energy has been pretty intense, good and bad. But it's all here for a reason, and I feel that things are closing out. Like the final chapters, if you will, are closing out. I know that's a common thing that you hear too. It's the end of cycles, it's new beginnings. Well, if you think about it, you're constantly ending cycles and you're constantly new beginning. That didn't sound right. You're constantly beginning again. But we're leaving, I think it's like a 12, 13-year cycle. And we're also leaving a 7-year cycle. So these are cycles that we have been in for the past decade of our lives. So it's going to be a massive change. I like to pull the overall energy for the divine masculine in union specifically. Here's the overall energy for the divine masculine in union. For those in union. Alright, I'm going to take all three of these. Bottom of the deck, we have victory. We have the sun, storm warning, and door to romance. I swear, we just went through this tower in my household. This is my tower card in this deck. And it just means that there's going to be some kind of conflict, upheaval, some kind of issue that comes to the surface. And how, it's to bring up things that you need to deal with internally and with each other. We also have the sun here, which is beautiful for with the storm, right? So that means the storm is serving a purpose. It's not just here to fuck shit up. It's here to bring light to situations and to issues that you haven't fully healed from, so that you can. And then we also have the door to romance here, which tells me it's going to be some kind of new blissful time after this storm passes. So, and that's what we have currently for the divine masculine. I almost feel like they're feeling a sense of new romance, like they're feeling like a newfound, like that high school love again, like the innocence of it. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna pull some tarot and see what's coming in. It feels so good to be doing readings again. I haven't done them in so long. And I'm not going in any specific process here. I don't have a specific spread. I'm just kind of pulling energy. So I'm just going where my guides take me. What's coming in for the divine masculine in union? Got cards flying everywhere. What's coming in for the divine masculine in union? I had a feeling this was going to come out. The Seven of Spears, which is the Seven of Wands. The way that these cards are coming out, and then the Seven of Wands coming out, that's a lot of energy coming at the masculine. Kind of heavy and fast from different directions. And it's a lot to take in. Wands are about action. We got the Three of Cups, so there's some kind of celebration here. Some people look at this as like a third party. I don't always look at it that way. This is some kind of celebration for me. Some kind of victory. And remember, that was out. Okay, I've seen this twice now. The Four of Wands. Four of Spears in this deck. Some of my cards are upside down. Yeah, I just saw this as I was shuffling. This is a twin flame card for me, so this is a confirmation. If you're here and you have either a twin flame soulmate, some type of heavy soulmate connection. I tend to look at it as a twin flame card though. So that's just a confirmation for me. I feel like you guys may be celebrating, some of you, engagements. I feel like some of you may be celebrating moving into a new home. In traditional tarot, this represents home. Some of you just may be celebrating each other's company and getting past these storms and these hard times. Maybe going on vacation. The Chariot just came out. I'm going to take that one because that is positive movement forward. It's divine timing. You guys are being guided by your spirit guides and your ancestors and the universe, which is beautiful. Looked like the Tower just wanted to come out, but I'm not going to take it. What does the divine masculine and union need to look out for? Goodness. These cards are still just coming out. It could just be how I'm shuffling. You know. Okay. What does the divine masculine need to look out for? Ace of Swords. Four of Coins. Wow. King of Cups. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That is another twin flame card for me. Soulmate connection card. There's your confirmations there. We're basically just missing the Lovers. Ace of Swords is a new beginning by cutting something out. Four of Coins is holding on to something tightly. King of Cups is someone who's emotionally stable and grounded and secure in their masculine energy. So, what this is telling me is that masculine is letting go of what they've been holding to, which I feel like is pride and ego, and they're cutting it out. which is bringing them into this King of Cups energy, which is very stable and emotionally grounded, and somebody who's not afraid to be emotional, if that makes sense. So that's beautiful energy. Now, this is what they need to look out for. So what I'm taking by that is they just need to be aware that they're moving into a different energy that they're not used to. Masculine energies tend to not deal with their emotions like a feminine energy would. They kind of find ways to get around it. So that they may be facing these energies, this Seven of Wands here. So it's kind of like a reminder that it's okay to feel these things, and to be on the lookout for them, because they're going to be coming through. That's a beautiful, beautiful spread. And if you needed confirmation on if your person is your person, I think that was clear in that. So now I'm going to pull some guidance. What guidance do we have for the Divine Masculine and Union? What guidance do we have? Ooh, okay, a few came out. I think I'm going to take them, though. Quite a few guidance cards here, masculines. We have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. And what do you need to release, waning moon. So I'm not going to read the full description on all these because that will take more time than I am wanting to do right now. But what this is telling me is that some masculines may be holding back out of some kind of fear. I don't think it's necessarily a fear of success, but a fear of moving forward in a certain direction because of their past. Maybe they stepped out to try something new and it didn't work out, so now they're weary about doing something similar. But I am going to pull some quick descriptions of these cards. But what this is telling me is that it's time to not be so hard on yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling a lot of not pity, but what's the word I'm looking for? Not loathing, because those are really ugly words to use. Doubt and like just kind of not feeling good enough to do something or be something. Let's see. It's time to take action. Let's see what this has to say. Do your best and be happy with that. Don't even think about giving up. Avoid being brash right now. You need a 12-month plan. And a new male is coming into your life. So you may be, if you're a masculine watching, you may have somebody coming in that wants to do some kind of business opportunity with you that is going to be different but the same from what you're used to. It's same in the sense that you're familiar with it, you're familiar with how it goes, what you'll be doing, but it's different in the sense of it's not the same type of person, it's not the same type of energy surrounding the opportunity, if that makes sense. And then we have full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And now is a great time for a makeover. I guess some of you need a haircut. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Makeover. I think in a sense that's true. Time to kind of take care of yourself and make yourself feel better. I'm getting a lot of self-worth here for the masculine, which is weird because usually the masculines are, full of life and full of themselves, almost to a fault. But there's a heavy energy of just not feeling good enough and not feeling like yourself and not feeling like you're at your best, whether it's looks, emotions, finances, life in general, parenting, whatever it is. You're just not feeling like you're at your best. So this is telling you to basically take time to recuperate and get yourself together. And a lot of times that comes with some kind of pampering. A haircut, new outfit, whatever it is that makes you feel better about yourself. Let go of which that is falling away. This, again, is letting go of the past. That can include people. That can include situations or things that have kept you in the same vibration and kept you in the same repeating cycles. If we're coming out of a 12, 13 year and a 7-year cycle, unless you want to bring that stuff into like the next decade of your life, it's time to let it go. Whatever it is. And South Node, don't let your past hold you back. That's pretty self-explanatory to me. But I will see what it says here. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So what this is telling me is, again, some of these relationships you've been in, some of these situations you've been in have been toxic. And in order to move forward into a better vibration, consciousness, lifestyle, they have to be let go of. Unless you want to stay in that vibration. Some people do. So, everybody has free will. Just because this is what this reading is saying doesn't mean somebody can say, you know what? I don't want to do that. It's free will. So, that's another story for another day, though. Alright, waning moon. What do you need to release? The past. Well, let's see. Where is it at? I think it's back here. It's safe to let go and move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. That's just kind of reiterating what I've already said. It did touch on something though. So, and I literally just forgot what point I was about to make. Resistance. So, I've said this in a video before, let go or be dragged, right? I have had to learn that lesson a couple times because sometimes it's really hard to let go of something, and the universe will drag you through it until you are forced to let go of it. So, Saturn has been in retrograde since April, and Saturn brings around karma and, all this stuff from our past lives, this life, good or bad karma. I think a lot of us have been dealing with some bad karma, but Saturn goes direct September 18th. So you basically have about 3 weeks to really make sure that you are cognizant of where you're going and not out here creating more bad karma for yourself. Not to say we're not going to have to pay off some more karma in our lifetime. We will. But don't be out here purposely doing it. And that's what I mean. I feel like once Saturn goes direct, things are going to finally smooth out. I kind of have felt smoothing out with some of these, like Mercury retrograde was difficult. I think it's Jupiter that just went direct too. It's like little things are starting to smooth back out. But the big one for a lot of people seems to be karma. A lot of us, whether it was, in this life or a past life, have debts that we have to pay. And they've been coming in strong. So I see this as a marking of it being done and starting a new chapter. All of this is making way for this 2020 portal that's coming for us to be in a higher vibration as a whole within ourselves and as a collective. And if you're not, if you're resisting this, if you're resisting your change, you're just going to keep going through it. So it's difficult, but the more you listen to what your intuition is telling you, what you're seeing, the signs, the synchronicities, I haven't been watching tarot like that. I haven't been doing tarot like that, but I'm still seeing things everywhere that are little reminders of, what's going on or what's coming. If you're paying attention and doing the work, then you'll be fine. I'm going to leave that for the masculines, and I'm going to move on to the feminine. It just goes to show you, again, this was a union reading, so you're still facing things. Just because you're in union doesn't mean you don't have karma to pay individually. And that's something that I have had to look at. I have had to look at things that I haven't yet because I haven't been on this journey. I mean, I have, but not since I've been aware of it at this stage. So it's all new to me too. In a sense, because I'm used to him. It's been a long time, but I'm aware now. It's a little different. What's the overall energy for the feminine and union? What's the overall energy for the divine feminine and union? Action. More action. 17 is so significant for me. I swear I see this number everywhere. 717 and 17. I don't know if you guys are too. I still can't figure out what that one means, but I'm sure I'll find out when I need to. That's a confirmation for me. And this also is like a twin flame card to me because it's like yin and yang. That's how I look at it. What energy is the divine feminine and union in? What's the overall energy? Saw this twice. The angel of balance. I swear my divine masculine and myself have been talking about balance for days. So this is another confirmation for me personally. But the angel of balance. In union, this is huge. Now you're balancing out, again, your individual energy, the energy of the union. And now, if you're in union, that means your masculine is aware too. So it's like trying to navigate familiar territory with different outlooks and different perspectives and different feelings. And it's sometimes difficult to balance it all out because, again, we're living in a 3D reality, but we're also living in a 5D reality, a 4D reality. So sometimes you have to balance out these different dimensions and timelines that you're living in because they're coming in close. And if you're not careful, you can manifest things that you don't really want to. So that's actually kind of big. So let's see. And this is coming out for the feminine because the feminine is the one struggling with this. What energy? 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And strategy is at the bottom. I don't remember how many came out for the masculine, but this will work. This is third eye, pineal gland, your mind's eye, your intuition, that feeling in you where something is right or something is wrong. You just know. You're awakening, you're leveling up. And you have to make sure you're balancing out this energy when you level up, because you're again going into different timelines and different dimensions, and things can get convoluted in reality, and you can start looking at something that looks really good or really bad, and it's not really what it is. So it's a matter of staying grounded and staying connected to yourself. I have felt that energy intensely, so I'm resonating with this already. Action. What this is telling me is that it's time to take action. It's time to get back in the swing of things. I feel like if you're in union and if you're on the same wave that I am, it's been a little rough, because it's like you think that you've dealt with shit and it comes back. And it's like, again? I thought I dealt with this, and it's affecting me the same way. Why? Why? And it can actually get kind of frustrating when you can't figure out what the lesson is. So I think that this is just a reminder to just get back to you, get back to what you're doing. Even though you're in union, you've got to stay connected to yourself, because it's easy to get too connected to what the masculine is doing, and to get connected to their energy to where you kind of put yourself on the back burner. And that's an old pattern. And if you want to move into a new level of consciousness, I got cut off. But anyway, you got to let it go. You can't move forward if you're still doing the same things over and over. Hopefully it's still connected. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, tarot. Sorry guys. I don't know what just happened. And my cards are just everywhere. If I have a reversal come out, I'm not taking it because my cards are just... Maybe I should take it. We'll see. What's coming in for the Divine Feminine in union? Nine of Spears. Wow. So that was the first card. The Seven of Spears was the first card that came out for the masculine. Feminine, you got the 9. This tells me you still got some fight left, but you're tired. You feel like you have been fighting and fighting and fighting. But every time you want to give up, there's something that keeps pushing you along. So this is just a reminder to just keep fighting. Don't give up. Right behind that on the bottom is the 8 of Wands, which means a lot of fast energy coming in toward you. And that might be why you're feeling tired of fighting. And it doesn't have to be people. It's just energy coming at you. You may feel overwhelmed. Feeling anxious energy surrounding this reading. I just had one flip. Saw this twice. The Hangman, that's... it's an awakening. It's leveling up. It's time to balance yourself out. Let the anxious energy go. And remember that everything's going to be okay. And you have all the tools that you need to get through it. You've been through it. And you went through it alone. Now you have somebody to go through it with. Somebody who can help you. You just have to be open to receive that help. So. What's coming in? We have the Star and the 4 of Swords. Contemplation, rest, lots of rest. I just took like a month off of doing readings because I just felt exhausted. So if whatever it is for you, if it's readings, if it's work, if it's whatever, it's time for rest. It is beneficial. And then we have the Star, which is beautiful. It's wish fulfillment. It's everything that you've been working for and wishing for and praying for coming into fruition in this reality. I do feel like some of you need to rest. High High Priestess just came out too, which is another intuition card. Your intuition is going to be spiking, and if it's not already. And some of it I feel like needs to be processed. Like, you have to really think about what it is that you're feeling. Is it me? Is it somebody else? Is it coming from over here, over there? You have to really kind of discern where this energy is coming from and deal with it the right way. And I feel like a lot of balance within spirituality and practicality. I'm guilty of getting like way up into the ethers and sitting up there and not realizing that I live on Earth. And I'm also guilty of not focusing on the etheric realm at all and just simply being in 3D. So it's all about balance. You move more freely when you're open to, traveling through these timelines and understanding and navigating them properly. So that's a beautiful reading of balance for the feminines right now. And I want to pull some guidance for you guys. What guidance do we have for the feminines in union? Emotions are running high. I'm losing my voice. Again, anxiety. It's time for rest. I'm feeling lots of anxiety surrounding this. Some of you may have been, like me, sick. Some of you may be physically ill. Some of you may be mentally drained. Some of you may be just feeling really down and anxious. I keep hearing that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Hallelujah. All right, let's see. I didn't say this, but this was at the bottom of the deck for the masculine. And it's coming out again for the feminine. Your dreams need a practical plan. Again, balance between the ethers and the 3D. You can't just sit and manifest without some kind of action. Not saying thoughts and words aren't powerful, but you have to put action in them. You can't just sit there. As awesome as that would be, then we would be able to teleport, right? Oh, that's attractive. Sorry. That's real nice. I was trying not to do that on my video, but... Okay. Oh. Alright, one more. What advice do we have for the Divine Feminine in union? Nothing is yet set in stone. What you're going through is another temporary situation. Nothing is permanent. So breathe, let your emotions in, let them out. Understand that you're at the end of a tough cycle. I'm telling you guys, September 18th, when Saturn goes direct, I just feel such a lightness surrounding it. I really do. And focus more on the practical side of your plans. I know I can take that advice personally. Let's see what some of these cards have to say. Success is close. I just must trust. I just must trust. I'm going to keep that one. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. And speak to the goddess. Ask for her guidance. So whoever it is that you pray to, if it's God, if it's an actual goddess, if it's whoever, your ancestors, Ask them for guidance and ask them for help. There's nothing wrong with it. I do it damn near daily. All right, that's what they're there for. Now, if you're constantly asking and not listening, they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever. All right, let's see. This is for the end of a tough cycle approaches. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. That's pretty much everything I just said. Your dreams need a practical plan. I'll just pull some from that one too. Taurus. Okay. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about yourself. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. More exercise is called for. And remember, this card came out for both the masculine and the feminine. So that's a message for you both. And I've been talking about getting some more exercise in personally. And I actually had the thought before I jumped on here. Part of the reason I haven't been so focused on reading is because I started a new job. And it kind of took away, obviously, a lot of my free time. And although it's not bad, it's like I am ready to be at a place where I can do what I love for a living and not have to work for it. So I think as a collective, especially the feminine energy, masculine energy too, because I'm constantly seeing follow your dream cards, your creative cards. It's time to really put some footwork down and get things going for yourselves so that you guys don't have to keep working while you're trying to live your dream. I know that's a lot of times easier said than done when things are missing, like money and time. But we have so much opportunity out there that we don't even tap into. And it's time to just really get practical about it. Let's see, mutable moon. And this is nothing is yet set in stone. I know that the best will unfold for me. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you right now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? It's time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. Again, if you're losing focus on your dreams or your goals because of things that you have to do, it's time to refocus. And make sure that you're putting some time and energy into what you want out of life and quit working for somebody else, making them rich, you know, making their dream come true when you could be doing it for yourself. Whatever that means for you. So I'm going to leave that with you guys, and I am going to move on to those in separation. Okay. Separation. I'm filling these cards. I think I'm going to stay in the Divine Feminine's energy. Spirit guides, ancestors, angel guides, ascended masters. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Collective consciousness. Universal energy. Please help me deliver a clear and accurate message for those on this twin flame journey healing and separation. What's the current energy? Wow. Oh my goodness. The card. Okay, now I'm just checking to make sure I'm not crazy. Card that's coming out for the Divine Feminine is the Divine Masculine. You guys are focused on your masculine right now. No, that is what it could mean, but it could also mean that it's time to integrate your masculine energy. And a masculine energy is something that's more, has pride, more of like a strength, like a chest out type energy. Like, I know who I am, I know what I'm here to do. I'm not going to sit in my emotions. I'm going to do something. I'm going to work for it. And that's what it is. I'm not going to listen to anybody's bullshit. I'm me. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's that type of energy. It's this, I keep seeing a lion for some reason. It's that energy. Like maybe think of, what's Simba's dad's name? Mufasa. That's who I keep thinking of. That's this. Some of you are like really thinking about your masculine, and then some of you need to integrate that energy into yourselves. Some of you have been like kind of not a victim energy, but a victim energy, like very hard on yourselves and almost pity. What's the overall energy for the divine feminine and separation? Fertility. Tantric journeys at the bottom. Some of you may be... Alright, this is for a separate group. Some of you are in contact with your masculine, and there has been some sexual healing going on. And it's funny, because I actually heard that song last night, barely, but I knew what song it was when I heard it. And fertility is telling me some of you may be pregnant. So just be careful if that's not what you want. But also what fertility means to me is a new beginning. It's birth to a situation. So this could be an old situation, i.e. you and your masculine, or it could be a new situation that's just coming to life, period. So take that how it resonates. And let's see what's coming in. Ah, my cards. It's funny, I swear. Sexual healing. Some of you may need to go listen to it. It was on so low. I don't know how I knew it was that song, but I just did. I was like, no way. What's coming in? 10 of coins. That's 10 of pentacles. It's abundance, financial abundance, material abundance. What's coming in for the divine feminine and separation? Queen of Cups. This is someone who is a deep feeler. I relate to it as a Scorpio card. I'm not sure what the meaning is for it. That's how I relate to it. Queen of Cups is somebody who feels very intensely. Not always saying that's the right thing to do, but it is what it is. It's also someone who is not necessarily mature in their emotions, but mature enough to realize when they're being emotional, if that makes sense. So this may just be a reminder to, wow, Temperance just came out. Temperance is about balance, and this just came out for the feminines in union. Balance. Balance between your spiritual self and your practical self. Balance between your emotions and this Mufasa energy, your divine masculine and divine feminine energy within yourself. Union doesn't always relate to you and your counterpart. You have to be in union with yourself too. We all have both energies within us. At times we're the masculine, us feminines. At times, whatever. You have to integrate these energies and make them work for you, basically. What should the feminine look out for? What should the feminine be looking out for in separation? Six of Wands. That's actually a good card to be looking out for. This is King. Wow. Divine counterparts right here. King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So be on the lookout for your person. Six of Wands is positive recognition. You're going to be recognized for something that you're doing, and it could be from your masculine. I feel like, again, some of you I feel like you're already in contact with. It's like slow-moving contact. Some of you it's more fiery contact, but I feel like a lot of you it's slow-moving. But this is recognition. And again, we have the divine counterparts right here. And it's funny because Temperance is in the middle. Balance is heavy in both of these readings I've done today. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Ace of Cups just flipped out. A bunch of other cups did too. Cups. That's because I was looking at the Ten of Cups that also just fell out with the Sun. I'm not going to take it, though. There's too many came out. There's too many spirit. What else is coming in that the feminine should look out for? What else is coming in that the feminine should look out for? Just trying to just get this one. Six of Swords. Somebody's leaving a situation behind that no longer serves them. That could be you. That could be your masculine coming in. That's two sixes here, though. I feel like that's your masculine coming forward, leaving something behind that no longer serves them. I feel like that's a repetitive thing that I say and see in these separation readings, but we're in different waves. We're in different parts of this journey, so it may or may not resonate, or they could be leaving and then going back, and then leaving and then going back. I just want to clear that up because I feel like it's repetitive a lot of the time too. So yeah. What else should the feminine be looking out for? Ten of Wands. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. That's your confirmation right there, as well as the King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Ten of Wands is a burden. It's letting go of something that has been burdening you. I'm going to sit with this one for a minute. I have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Spears for what you should be looking out for. I'm feeling like the masculine is recognizing you and maybe recognizing what kind of burden he has put on you and the burden that has been put on him through the situations that he's put himself into, if that makes sense. So he's leaving those situations behind and moving forward toward you, if that makes sense. For some, it's maybe you have looked at your masculine as a burden, so you're moving away from him. That's another, you're recognizing yourself. You're putting love back into yourself, which isn't always a bad thing. I think the biggest message in this is learning to find that balance of union within yourself and not necessarily focus on the union between you and your person, but within yourself. And that's where you'll find your material abundance. Alright, so I'm going to pull some guidance for the feminine. What guidance do we have for the divine feminine and separation? It's too many. What guidance do we have for the divine feminine and separation? This one's standing out. Sadness. And these are things you need to heal within yourself. This is my Heal Yourself deck. I'll read the description in just a minute. Some of you are feeling homesick. Some of you need to have tantric sexual healing. Seriously, this is twice that's come out. I've never seen that happen. Ever. That's funny. We have another 3 here at the bottom that says dreams. Some of you may be dreaming of your masculine, having very vivid dreams, doing a lot of etheric work in your dreams. Some of you are really homesick, though. Your masculine is home to you. And you're like in this, not pity party, but it's just like a despair almost. And for some of you, I don't know if this is a very small group. I feel like it's a small group. Are either involved in some kind of sexual healing practices, or you need to be. I have never seen this come out twice. If you're not familiar with tantric sex, look it up. It's not what you think. Sadness. The action here, it says relax your body, place your hands on your heart, ask yourself where you're holding on to feelings of loss, grief, and sadness. Put on some music or a song that touches you and imagine taking off the layers of protection from your heart. It's time to deal with those wounds. And look at how to turn your sadness into power. It's okay to be sad, but if you stay sad, then you're going to stay sad. So find a way to turn it into something else. A great thing for me, when I'm really sad, I get like this urge to clean. I get this urge to organize. And then I feel better. Some people get an urge to cook. Some people get an urge to write. Some people get an urge to go outdoors. And then they come back feeling better about themselves. So stop ignoring that thing that's pushing you to turn it into something positive and come out of this wallowing energy. I'm feeling a lot of wallowing on this reading. I'm not trying to be hard on the feminines, but it's alright. We're hard on the masculines all the time. We can be hard on ourselves too. Alright. As long as you're being hard and moving on from it. Like, don't just sit in a sad energy. And I will pull one more guidance card just because. Get one more guidance card for the Divine Feminine and separation. Don't let your past hold you back. It's enough said right there. Personal issue reaches resolution. It's time to let go of the past and let go of that hurt. And find a healthy way to deal with it. It's going to keep coming up until it's dealt with. So find a healthy way to deal with it. I'm sorry guys, I know my camera's all crazy. I can't find my stuff. So, alright, I'm going to move on to the masculine. And I know this is a long reading, but I wanted to cover everybody. I've been slack. Yeah, see, look, Tantric Journey. Seriously, go look it up. What's the current energy for the Divine Masculine and separation? What's the current energy for the Divine Masculine and separation? We have Crown Chakra, Third Eye Awakening. Another one just popped out. Let's see if I'll take it. I think I'm going to take it. If I can get it. Merkaba. And change at the bottom. Divine change is coming in. And if you've watched the whole video, I don't know if you have, I was talking about earlier, September 18th, when Saturn goes direct, a lot of our karmic energy is closing out. And it's been closing out, but the 18th is when it needs to wrap up. It's done. And so how you handle this karma and what you're putting out there now is going to make a difference in how the next, 10 years of your life go. So, crown chakra, that's pretty self-explanatory, and these are activations. So this may be something that stands out to you guys. I didn't mention that in the last part of this. And then Merkaba. Shout out to Natural Mystic Tarot, because she has a tattoo of this, so I feel like this might be something for her. I'm going to read this. The frequency of the Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. These two cards together is so fucking powerful. This is a massive awakening for the masculine, who is particularly in separation. Now, I did a union reading earlier. Separation can be while you're in union. All it is energetic separation. This is beautiful. This means that you are bouncing through timelines and realities, and you're learning how to integrate these energies within yourself and use them to your advantage. That's awesome. I love that. A lot of you are opening up gifts that you didn't know you had, and you probably have heard about them from your feminine, I'm sure, and thought she was crazy. And she could, energy is interchangeable. A feminine could be a man, and, whatever. But, yeah, and I feel like some of you are, like, coming into the same gifts and energy, and you're like, oh, that's what she was talking about. She's not crazy. Well, she's crazy, but not, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. What's coming in for the divine masculine and separation? It's too many. The Tower. I actually like towers. They're annoying sometimes to go through, but they always bring out better stuff on the other side. It's just a matter of getting through them. So we have a Tower coming in. We have the Four of Cups. This is somebody offering some love and it not being accepted. And I feel like this is a masculine. So I feel like the masculine, you've offered some kind of love to your counterpart and they didn't accept it. And it's maybe brought on us some kind of tower. It could be interchangeable. Somebody could have offered you and you didn't accept it. What's coming in? I just realized I was saying that in past tense. Some of you, this has already happened. Some of you, it hasn't. We have the Page of Coins. This is an energy of doing what it takes, not necessarily being a man of or a woman of stature, of financial abundance, but it's doing whatever it takes to get there. And not being afraid to put yourself out there to get what you want, financially or energetically. And so that's why I feel like some of you, it's offering the feminine or someone some type of offer of love is what I'm getting. Another Page of Cups, which is literally offering emotion and love. Yeah. Why is this Tower here? I need to clarify this Tower. I haven't clarified the whole time. Why is this Tower here? Seven of Spears. Masculines in union also got this card. This is a lot of energy coming at you at once. This is an overwhelming energy. This is almost not necessarily feeling attacked, but like you're taking on a lot. And that's what it's clarifying the Tower. So it's like feeling a breakdown within yourself. Like you just can't take it anymore. It's too much going on. It's almost a frustration is what I feel. And this came out this is a collective, obviously, for masculines, period. Wow, under that we have, wow. Bottom of the deck was the Five of Wands. Another energy of fighting shit off. So, whatever that means to you, whether it's old situations, old friends, old family members, old habits, it's shit that's coming at you fast that you're fighting off, and it's exhausting. And it's coming from a different way. We got another page here. There are 4 pages in this deck, and we got 3. Page of Spears, Page of Wands. There's a lot of optimism in this reading. Pages aren't quite knights yet, though. There's not a whole lot of movement. Pages are... It's a lot of thought. It's a lot of anticipation of making an action, but a knight is an action. So there needs to be a little bit of growth in that sense. Time to put some forward movement behind your desires and your thoughts and things like that. What does the masculine and separation need to look for? Our card's flying out. What does the divine masculine need to look out for? I don't think I need to, get into that. I mean, wow. I'm not going to take... 8 of Wands just came in. More fast-moving energy. And it's coming in from every direction. I'm getting chills. So, masculines, I feel this frustration of wanting to be left the fuck alone, basically. Too many people, too much crap is just coming at you fast. You're not even having time to process things. So you're needing some kind of retreat, and that might be why there's no forward movement with action, because there's just so much going on that you're trying to decipher. So I'm going to pull some guidance here. What guidance do we have for the divine masculine and separation? Excuse me. What guidance do we have for the divine masculine and separation? Taking that one. Cycles. It's time to end cycles. And I feel like that's why things are coming. Okay. This is coming in like strong right now. Everything's coming in hard and fast right now because you're like out of time. Like, it's do or die time. And I keep hearing this, and I'm just going to say it's shit or get off the pot. Like, I've heard that in a couple readings too, and it stood out to me. I don't know why. I guess now I know. Shit or get off the pot. And that's why it's coming in fast and hard. Because these cycles are ending. And it's a literal test to see if you're willing to move forward the way you want to, or if you're just going to say, I'm done. I'm just going to fall back into what I was doing because that was easier. Don't shoot the messenger. Home. You guys are missing your person as well. that's probably some of this frustration. Like, maybe if that person was with you, it wouldn't be so aggravating to go through what you're going through. Some mirroring energy in both of these readings. What other guidance do we have? But I feel like that card for the masculine is also saying I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm fighting off some sickness. We also have faith right here. So it's like have faith in yourself and have faith in the universe. The universe. I feel like some of you, this home card is saying, get back in touch with your roots, your family, your home, your true self. And things will start making more sense and feeling better, if you will. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm losing my voice. I hope it resonated. If not, leave it. Take care. Bye.